stop scrolling. Listen, this list is dangerous because once you hear these songs, your playlist is about to change forever. These are 10 R&B and soul songs from the 1970s that people don't just like, they keep on repeat for life. And one song in the top 5 has a sound so perfect that even today's artists keep copying it, but most people don't know the real original. Picture you and me, late at night, one speaker, low volume, and that smooth 1970s sound that feels like a warm blanket on your heart. But if you skip this video, you'll miss the songs that built modern R&B, the songs your parents played, the songs DJs still trust, and the songs that still hit harder than anything new. With me. So stay with me from number 10 to number 1, because when we reach the top, you'll know the one 1970s R&B soul song that belongs on repeat forever. And you might even say, how did I forget this? And Mrs. Jones. Number 10, Billy Paul, Me and Mrs. Jones. This song feels like a quiet secret. Picture a late night taxi ride, radio low, city lights passing by, and your heart beating a little too fast because you know you shouldn't be here, but you are. Oh, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. It's soft, slow, and heavy, with feelings you can't say out loud. This song was produced by Gamble and Huff on the Philadelphia International Records label. Recorded in the early 70s, when Philly soul was at its smoothest. The lyrics tell a simple story. Two people meeting every day at the same cafe, in love, but both already committed elsewhere. I wanna meet and talk with you. No shouting, no drama, just quiet guilt and deep emotion. The impact was massive. It went number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the R&B chart. Well, it's time for us. Making Billy Paul a household name overnight. It also became one of the clearest examples of grown-up soul in the 1970s. Fun fact, radio DJs were nervous to play this song at first because of the subject matter, but listeners loved it so much that stations had no choice but to put it in heavy rotation. Holding hands, making all kinds of plans. Why it's forgotten / underrated. Over time, the song got boxed in as that cheating song, and Billy Paul himself got overshadowed by bigger Philly soul star. We can't afford to build. As music shifted toward louder funk and later disco, this quiet, emotional record stayed behind. But real heads know, this isn't just a song, it's a moment. This is crate digger gold. And the next tune, still smooth, but this time the love feels pure. No secrets, no hiding, just soul talking straight to the heart. I guess you know that, huh? Whatever you. Number 9, Al Green, Let's Stay Together. This song feels like warm hands holding yours so you don't drift away. Picture a quiet room, lights low, radio humming, and Al Green singing like he's talking straight to you. Let me say it, sing, sorry. Calm, honest, and full of heart. Released in 1971 on High Records, produced by Willie Mitchell at Royal Studios in Memphis. Let's together. The lyrics are simple and strong. Stay together through good times and bad. No running, no games, just love that lasts.
Never be untrue.
It went number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the R&B chart, becoming Al Green's biggest hit and a forever soul standard. You still hear it at weddings, on late night radio, and anytime love needs a reminder.
You see,
Fun fact, Al Green almost didn't want this song as a single. It wasn't written by him, and he wasn't sure at first, but once it dropped, it became the song people never stop asking for.
I just came to see
Why it's forgotten / underrated. It's not really forgotten. It's too familiar, and sometimes people take classics for granted because it's everywhere. Folks forget how perfectly written and sung it really is.
around you is all I see.
Real heads know this isn't just a love song, it's a promise on vinyl. And the next tune, same decade, but the feeling turns darker, deeper, and way more emotional. Keep listening. Number 8, Arrow, If You Don't Know Me By Now, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, 1972. This song feels like a quiet talk at the kitchen table when the lights are low. No shouting, no drama, just two people facing the truth.
'Cause we only act like children.
It's soft, honest, and heavy in the heart, like a late night radio playing while the city sleeps. Released in 1972 on Philadelphia International Records, produced by Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, this is pure Philly soul.
If you don't know me.
The lyrics are simple but deep. After all this time, if you still don't understand me, maybe we're not meant to be. That voice you feel cutting through the music, that's Teddy Pendergrass, before he became a superstar.
I'll be home. Oh, don't get so excited.
The song hit number 1 on the R&B chart and number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, and later won a Grammy Award. It became a blueprint for emotional, grown-up R&B.
My own funny moves. I've got mine.
Fun fact, many people thought Teddy Pendergrass was Harold Melvin. His voice was so powerful on this song that it changed his whole future and pushed him toward a solo career.
Oh, we might as well say goodbye. What good is a love affair?
Why it's forgotten / underrated. As time passed, Teddy's solo hits got bigger and this song got pulled into that shadow. New generations know the covers, but not always the original pain in this version.
Just trust in me.
Real heads keep this one like a secret key, and the next song, different feeling, but it might hit you even harder when the truth finally sinks in.
Window, I watch her as she passes by.
Number 7, Just My Imagination, Running Away With Me, The Temptations, 1971. This one feels like late night quiet, radio low, lights dim, your thoughts doing the talking. It's soft, gentle, and a little lonely, like riding home in the back seat while the city slides past the window.
Belongs to you. But it was
No shouting, no drama, just a heart dreaming out loud. Released in 1971 on Gordy Records, this song was produced by Norman Whitfield.
the world. She belongs to you.
Recorded during a moment when the Temptations were known for heavy political psychedelic soul. But this song flipped the script. It's about a man imagining a perfect love that doesn't really exist, just something he holds on to in his mind.
Don't ever let another take a love from
The gentle lead vocal by Eddie Kendricks made it feel personal, like he's whispering the truth instead of singing it.
Running away with me.
It went all the way to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving that softness could still hit hard in the soul era.
It was just my imagination.
Fun fact, this was meant to be a break from their hard-edged protest sound, and some people inside the group weren't sure about it at first. But once they heard the final mix, everyone knew it was special. Sometimes the quiet songs speak the loudest. Why it's forgotten/underrated? Because the Temptations had so many classics, this one sometimes gets lost behind their bigger, louder anthems. It doesn't shout, it sits with you. Real heads keep this one close, like a private thought you don't share with everybody. And keep listening, because the next song trades quiet, dreaming for deep emotion that hits even closer to home. Number 6, Love Ballad by LTD. This one feels like the lights are low and the room is quiet, but your heart is loud. Picture a late night radio, slow, dancing in socks, or sitting in a car with nowhere to go.
So right.
Just letting the song talk for you. It's soft, gentle, and honest. The kind of love song that doesn't rush you.
So right.
Love Ballad came out in 1979 on A&M Records, right at the peak of LTD's smooth soul era. The song is about loving someone deeply without drama. No games, no shouting, just commitment and trust. It climbed to #1 on the Billboard R&B chart and crossed over to the pop charts, proving slow songs still ruled hearts. This wasn't club music, it was relationship music, the kind people played when they meant what they said. Fun fact, this song became a wedding staple almost by accident. So DJs kept playing it at receptions, and couples kept requesting it, until it quietly became one of the most trusted love songs of the decade. Why it's forgotten/underrated? Because it's so calm, people sometimes overlook how powerful it really is. Disco, funk, and louder soul songs from the late 70s stole the spotlight. While this one stayed in the background doing the real work. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. You don't play it for everybody. And the next tune, same decade, but the emotion hits even harder. Number 5, You're All I Need to Get By, Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell.
My destiny.
This one feels like holding hands in a quiet room while the world stays loud outside. Picture a late night radio in the early 70s. Lights low, needle humming, two voices rapping around each other like a promise you believe in. It's not flashy. It's steady, loving and strong, like a heart that won't quit. Released originally in 1968 on Motown,
Stand by it like a tree and everybody to try and move me.
this song lived a second life in the early 1970s when soul fans kept it on repeat like it was brand new. Produced by the legendary Ashford and Simpson and released on Motown Records.
For you, I'll do my best. Stand by it like a tree.
It was recorded in Detroit during Motown's golden era. The lyrics are simple but deep. Love as support, love as survival, Love as the thing that keeps you standing when life leans heavy.
All the joys under the sun, nothing to wonder. Oh,
It was a top 10 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 and became a quiet anthem for couples, weddings, and late-night radio across the U.S. and U.K.
love and determination,
By the 1970s, it wasn't just a hit, it was a standard. This song became even more powerful after Tammy Terrell's health declined. Many fans later heard it as a message frozen in time. Full of love and strength, she could no longer sing live. Why it's forgotten / underrated? Because it sits next to giants like Ain't No Mountain High Enough, this song often gets pushed to the side. It didn't shout, it reassured. And history sometimes remembers the loud ones first. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. In the next tune, same decade, but the love story turns complicated in a way nobody saw coming. Number 4, the Isley Brothers, For the Love of You. This song feels like late night love, quiet lights, slow dancing, hearts talking without words. Picture a warm living room in the early 70s, vinyl spinning low, and nobody rushing anywhere.
Come on, baby, sing it. Oh, yeah.
It's tender, grown, and honest, music that breathes with you instead of shouting. Released in 1972 on the Brother, Brother, Brother album, this song was produced by the Isley Brothers themselves and came out on T-Nick Records, their own label. Lyrically, it's about deep devotion.
Words are trying to say what I feel. Yeah.
Loving someone not for money, fame, or pressure, but just because your heart says so. The soft falsetto from Ronald Isley floats over gentle guitar.
Baby, sing it. Oh, yeah. All that I'm getting.
Early synths, and a smooth groove that feels ahead of its time. It became a quiet hit, climbing the R&B charts and slowly turning into one of soul music's most replayed love songs.
Yeah. You know that I'm living.
Fun fact, the song exists in 2 versions. Part 1, the radio-friendly edit, and Part 2, which stretches out and lets the groove breathe. DJs loved Part 2 because it felt more intimate and hypnotic late at night. That longer version helped the song live forever on soul radio. Why it's forgotten / underrated. It sometimes gets overshadowed by louder Isley hits like That Lady or Fight the Power. This song doesn't scream, it whispers, so casual listeners might miss how powerful it really is. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. In the next tune, same era, but this time the pain runs deeper and the story gets heavier. Number 3, Let's Get It On, Marvin Gaye.
Trying to hold back this feeling so long.
This one feels like the lights are low and the world is quiet. You're lying back, radio on, heartbeat slow, and Marvin's voice sounds like it's right next to you, warm, honest, and fearless. It's not loud love, it's grown folk love, the kind you don't rush and don't explain. Released in 1973, produced by Marvin Gaye himself on Tamla / Motown.
I love you.
This song was recorded during Marvin's most confident era, when he stopped asking permission. The lyrics are simple and clear. 2 adults, real feelings, no games, No Shame.
Giving yourself to me can never be wrong.
It shot straight to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 and became one of the biggest soul records of the decade. This song didn't just play on the radio, it lived in bedrooms, slow dances, weddings, and late night drives.
And it's wrong. Spirit move. Let me.
Fun fact, the song actually started as a spiritual piece, inspired by faith and healing, but Marvin flipped it into a love song that felt just as holy. That's why it feels so deep. It's body and soul in the same breath.
Don't you, baby?
Why it's forgotten/underrated? Because it's too famous. People forget how bold it really was. When you hear it everywhere, you start realizing it changed the rules, especially coming from Motown, a label once known for clean, safe love songs.
Groovy, good, let your love come. Oh.
Real heads know this wasn't just romance, it was freedom and wax. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune, same decade, but the emotion hits from a completely different angle. Remember when I said some of these songs made people uncomfortable? This is one of them. Back in 1973, some radio stations were nervous about playing Let's Get It On. Some people said it was too sexual, too direct, and not the Marvin Gaye they were used to from Motown's polished image. In interviews, it's been said that label executives worried it might hurt his reputation. But here's the truth. Marvin didn't back down. He had already broken away with what's going on, and this song proved he was done being controlled.
Let me get it on with you right now. Wait a minute, baby, wait a minute.
Instead of hurting his legacy, the controversy made the song bigger, deeper, and more honest. That's why this tune isn't just music, it's history. Number 2, Between the Sheets, the Isley Brothers. This one feels like late night air and low lights. Picture a quiet room, radio turned down low, curtains half closed, and that soft groove sliding in like a whisper. It's not loud love, it's grown love. The kind that moves slow and doesn't rush anything. Released in 1979 on the Between the Sheets album, this track came out on T-Neck Records, produced by the Isley Brothers themselves. The song is about intimacy, but not in a flashy way. It's about closeness, trust, and that private space two people share when the world is locked outside. Musically, it blends smooth R&B with funk bass, gentle guitars, and that soft drum pattern that feels like a heartbeat. It wasn't a huge pop hit at first, but it became a slow burn classic, living forever on late night radio and bedroom playlists. Fun fact, this song became one of the most sampled R&B tracks ever, especially in hip-hop. Artists kept pulling pieces of it because that groove was too smooth to ignore. It quietly shaped decades of music without ever shouting for attention. Why it's underrated/forgotten? Because it never screamed for the charts, it sometimes gets overshadowed by flashier Isley hits. But real listeners know this is where the magic lives. Soft, patient, and timeless. Real heads keep this one like a secret key. And the next tune, same era.
So sweet, sharing my love.
But the feeling shifts from bedroom warmth to emotional fire. Keep listening.
All right, quick pause in the countdown because I need to say this from the heart. If these R&B picks are hitting you, if they're bringing back memories, late night vibes, old playlists, and that feeling you can't explain, then please subscribe to Sexual 69 right now. Not just for you, but because it genuinely helps this channel survive and grow. Every subscribe is like you telling YouTube, yes, this music matters. Keep this kind of content alive. It pushes these forgotten songs back into the light, helps more real R&B lovers find the channel, and lets me keep making deeper, better countdowns for you. So if you want more lists like this, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and drop a comment with the one R&B song that raised you. Let's bring these classics back together.
Number 1, Stevie Wonder, Superstition.
Very superstitious.
This song hits like a warning and a groove at the same time. Picture a late night radio in the early 70s. Lights low, ashtray full, and that funky keyboard comes in like it knows something you don't.
You don't understand when you stop her.
It feels spiritual, street smart, and fearless, like someone telling you the truth while making you dance. Superstition, dropped in 1972 on Stevie's Talking Book album, released on Tamla/Motown. Stevie wrote it, produced it, and played almost everything himself, especially that famous clavinet riff. The song talks about people believing in signs, luck, and fear instead of using their minds and doing what's right. It went straight to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, crossed over pop, soul, and funk radio, and became one of the most sampled and covered songs in music history, from funk bands to hip-hop producers to movie soundtracks. Fun fact, that legendary keyboard line was played on a Hohner clavinet, and Stevie stacked it so tight that musicians still study it like homework. Also, the song was originally meant for guitarist Jeff Beck, but when Stevie's version came out first and blew up, history chose its winner.
Let me go,
Why it's forgotten/underrated. It's not really forgotten, it's too famous. Because it's always playing, people forget how deep and bold it was for its time. The message,
you believe in things you don't understand.
the control Stevie had as a young artist, and how he broke out of Motown's rules sometimes get lost behind how catchy it sounds. Real heads know this isn't just a hit, it's a turning point. And if you think this was powerful, keep listening, because the next song proves the 70s had soul records that didn't just move bodies, they changed minds. Remember earlier when I hinted that one song on this list wasn't just music, it was history? This is it. Some people say Superstition caused tension behind the scenes because Stevie was stepping fully into control of his sound at a time when labels still wanted young artists to be guided.
That you don't understand,
not leading. In interviews over the years, it's been said that Motown executives were nervous. Stevie was proving he didn't need the system anymore.
nothing more to say.
Different versions of the story exist, but what's clear is this. Songs like Superstition helped Stevie renegotiate his contract and gain creative freedom that changed the industry. That freedom didn't just help him, it opened doors for generations of artists who wanted ownership, control, and respect. That's why this tune isn't just music, it's history.